Namaste Guruji,
Namaste.
and welcome to Prana Stories. This is the first time Prana Stories is coming outdoors. It's such a different experience for us, and that too at the foothills of Chamundi.
On a very auspicious day.
Yeah, that too. I didn't know. I didn't plan for this. I just took a date,
Yeah.
and then it turns out that it is her birthday. Today
Yeah,
is her
yeah.
Pratishtha day, and I'm
Yeah.
grateful to the goddess
Mm.
and you to have graced Prana Stories with your presence.
My
Thank you
pleasure.
and welcome once again. Um, the one thing that my favorite word, the favorite phrase that you use
Mm.
out of all your reels and podcasts that you. By the way, I would like to tell the audience that anything if you are new here, if you don't know who Guru Pashupati is, I will definitely give an intro. But if you want to know, go to the website, check out his reels on Instagram, check out his podcast on YouTube. You'll get to know who Guruji is. So I'll come back to the favorite phrase that you use
Yeah.
is the Thames Nadi Education. Right, I resonated that with it so much because the reason I started Prana Stories also was in purpose of that,
Mm.
because I realized that I am also a part of the Thames Nadi Education, and most of us are,
All of us
right?
are, including me.
Right? I mean, we are speaking in English.
Yes,
That
exactly.
itself is a testimony to that. It's unfortunate. It's not a badge of honor, but to make people understand, we use English. Nothing.
No, that's not a problem. I don't have anything against the language of English, but I
Yeah.
have something against the teachings of
Yeah,
the
right.
English education.
Right. No, I get a lot of comments on YouTube and on Instagram saying, "Oh, you're using English and then you're abusing the British and stuff like that." So that's why I'm
That
saying
isn't that like poetic justice to use English to abuse the British?
that's true. So yeah, my question is, how do you bring people as a community, as a nation,
Mm.
from the Thames Nadi education mindset
Mm.
to the Saraswati Nadi consciousness?
Yes.
How do you suggest we should do that?
Well, first of all, we have to understand that we already have certain purpose and goal in life in the Indian philosophy, Sanatana Dharma. It's called the Purushartha, Dharma, Artha, Kama, and Moksha. And this should be our focus. We should forget about the other goals which Thames Nadi gave us, which is the American dream.
Mm.
House in the suburb, picket fence, and having lots of money and living alone, basically. So, Thames Nadi teaches us that we should live alone and we shouldn't work together as a tribe. First thing they told me in school is you should come first.
Mm.
And I said, what about my classmates? And they didn't have any answer. They said, you'll have to leave them behind. And I said, I don't want to leave anyone behind. So why should I compete with everybody else and come first? Like, why? I mean, I understand sport, it makes you stronger. But why should I compete in knowledge? Shouldn't knowledge be shared with everyone? They had a problem with that. And so that system starts teaching you that selfishness is the thing. And we've broken our family systems. It's not like when I was growing up, I had a whole tribe. It was not just my father and mother, but a kid growing up today has only his parents.
Yeah.
There's nobody else for him to learn things. So I learned things from multiple wonderful adults, and that was very helpful for me. That was more useful than going to this stupid school where I was made to sit and, like, I'm sure my mother could have taught me to read and write and also arithmetic. I didn't really need a school for that.
Mm.
So leaving that aside, I don't find that I got any valuable social skills in school, because we looked at each other as competition, and it was really not any collaboration or working together, creating something together was not encouraged at all. You can't even write your project together, or whatever the
Yeah.
homework they ask you to do. You can't even do your homework together. So what is this?
Yeah.
We're teaching children that things get done alone by your force alone in this world. That is a wrong teaching. That's where we have to start. We have to learn how to invite people into a good collaboration and then work from there.
Yeah. So then, what do you think? Let's maybe think of maybe 3 or 5 kind of things,
Hmm.
because we are already in that kind of a system. It's very difficult for people to sort of come out of it, right? The education is already into
Yeah,
that.
education prepares you for corporate life where the same thing is happening. You're going to a building to work on something with another 1,000 people, but you know only 2 or 3.
Hmm.
There's nothing tribal going on there. It's still individuals competing against each other in the offices as well. Everyone competing for a promotion or something like that.
Hmm.
This is killing people. This lack of human connection is killing people. This is why people are depressed, because they don't have two people who believe in them. That's the problem.
What do you think they should do?
I think we should start building things together, whatever it is.
It should happen from a bottom top approach, or the government has to do something,
No,
or
government, no. Government can't do this. It's beyond the government.
Hmm.
How will the government do anything about it?
Like the
It's
education system.
See, it's the bond between people that's gone. So what's happened is, even today, if you go to the villages of India which are untouched by Thames Nadi, because none of them are educated.
Yeah.
So those guys get along. They know each and every one. If somebody's got a problem, the others help out,
Hmm.
When I was living in a village in Himachal, when my house owner, he had a problem where he had high diabetes and all sorts of things happened, and the whole village came to help out. Should we take him to the hospital? Should we do that? Should we do this? Like, everybody's ready. All the young men are ready with their cars to help, So we don't live like that anymore. In some small pockets in India, we live like that.
Hmm.
But I really think that we need to know who's our neighbor, what are they doing.
Yeah.
We need to start building things together for the community in our small capacities, and that's how leadership builds.
Yeah.
And that's the real leadership that we really need.
Hmm.
If you've broken the connection between people, then it's easy to rule them forever.
Right. Yeah.
They can't demand anything back. We got the Neta, but we can't demand anything to the Neta.
Hmm.
The Neta will give all sorts of things and will advertise nicely around election time.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why do you think governments change? Because the previous governments didn't do a good job. That's why governments change. If the governments were doing a good job, then governments wouldn't change. Like we had the Maurya Empire for so long, So like that it would happen. So I think even like everybody is gotten affected by it, including the government. They don't understand that they're cementing their power if they serve the people. The power of the government comes in a democracy from the support of the people. That's all. If you lose the people's support, you're finished. So why you don't care about the people? I don't understand.
Yeah.
So they also need education.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why you're losing election?
Right.
Because you're not doing anything for the people.
Yeah. I mean, they are also educated under the same system.
Same thing is nothing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So nobody's doing a good job.
Right.
Nobody's using their brain. They're just doing what they're told. That's the biggest problem. Should use your brain also.
So another fallout of this invasions or colonization is, like you said, the communities were broken. The another thing that has happened to Bharat as such is, out of many conversations that I have had and many the little books that I have read, is the spirit of Kshattra, right? The spirit of defense or spirit to fight for your thing. And we have been told that, oh, we are a peaceful country, we don't fight, all those things are fine, but the thing is that it's like a very defeatist kind of a approach which we have been told to, that we have not fought, people came and looted all of us. Actually, in truth, whoever invader came, they took at least 500 years to actually see, poke in completely, because we were resisting. So the narrative of resistance is not there. It's always the narrative of defeatism. Oh, we were defeated, that kind of a narrative. So the kind of Kshatra spirit of fight is gone. So you, Guruji, being a Guruji of martial art as well as into spirituality, where do you think we lost that Kshatra spirit, and how do you think we should revive that?
Yeah, I mean, it was educated out of us. That spirit is there in everybody, but it comes up when there's support. So like, all they had to do was cut the connection between people. Then the Kshatriya spirit can't come up.
Yeah.
Can't come up, So that's the problem. So we need that warrior spirit, and that warrior spirit only comes up when we have connection with other warriors. And that's what we really need to do. So we are a badly disconnected world, but highly connected by electromagnetic radiation. But we are not connected by hearts. This is a big problem.
For example, the Kalaripaitu was banned.
Yeah, Kalaripayat was banned. And my family used to teach Kalaripayat, and they were also like asked not to teach. So then it became secret, it became underground. You can't kill it. So I know Kalari very well.
Yeah.
But it's the battle Kalari that survived underground. What is being taught today in all the schools is kind of like just for show.
Performance.
Yeah. It really doesn't. I mean, you need fitness and everything.
Yeah.
Doesn't translate into that warrior spirit. It's more like a dancer spirit. So a warrior spirit needs that martial art training where things get really hard in martial arts. When you survive those hard things in the training, then you'll be able to do hard things in real life.
Yeah.
So that is, your brain directly generalizes that knowledge of that to difficulties in business, difficulties in health, difficulties in relationships. You can take that warrior spirit that you're learning in a martial arts class and generalize it to any area of your life and live your whole life like a warrior. That's what people need to learn. So I make them do hard things. Even today when I teach yoga also, my yoga is hard. It's not easy. So everybody does that hard yoga and they get strong. Yeah. You need to do hard work to have this Kshattra spirit that you're talking about.
Yeah.
You need to do hard things.
Was the advent of Buddhism the reason for this? Like have peace, be non-violent, and then after that Gandhi, all these
I
things.
think more than Buddhism, it was Gandhi that brought this non-violence business. Telling people that not fighting is non-violence. But, non-violence doesn't lead to peace.
Yeah.
Because unless your enemy is threatened, they won't back off. And that's really what happened. So I'm not clear about what was the history of India. Because we never told the truth about what exactly happened.
Yeah.
But many things don't add up for me. Why would the British back off because of non-violent protests? Is my question.
Yeah.
But they actually backed off because they realized that they can still remote control India even when they leave, which is what they did for many years.
Correct.
And now India is kind of standing up a little bit. People are waking up.
Yeah.
They can't control us. We've grown so big that they can't control us anymore. So India's population is actually a strength.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone keeps saying, no, it's too much population, but it's not. It's actually a strength for us.
The demographic advantage.
Yeah. It's a fertile land of, different kind of intelligences coming together. Yes, man.
Nice.
It's a wonderful place. Diversity of people is very high here. And you go to US, it's uniform everywhere.
Yeah.
There's variation, slight regional variation, not like how we have.
Yeah.
So that diversity of ideas coming together is a fantastic thing. Now with the internet plus India's diversity, all the creativity of the world is going to come from India only. Because there's no other place like it.
Yeah. So you also spoke about, you started off the Purusharthas, right? Dharma, Artha, Kama and Moksha. This is my observation. The whole world today is generally dominated by Artha, which is the economics, and Kama, which is desires and mostly sex, which is the
Lust.
the lust, which is selling more. And every product that you see is somehow, so in marketing, because I also do a little bit of branding and design, the three things that are that they speak about in humans is food, sex and fear. That's how all the advertisements that you see on TV, it's somewhere relates
because
to.
they bring strong reactions, these three things.
Yeah, these three things. So it is related to that. So food, sex, and fear is like that. So how do you think people can go from this to um, moksha and dharma? Because dharma is nowhere to be. I mean, at least in small pockets you can see, but it's nowhere to be seen.
Yeah, so all money is not artha,
Mm.
no, because artha also is like meaningful wealth that is got from the gratitude of people. No, that is artha, not wealth got by inheritance, wealth got by gambling, wealth got by violence. This is not artha, because this one is not sustainable.
Okay.
The one that comes from the gratitude of people is very sustainable. And that's what we should go after. And for that to happen, you should have a purpose. And that purpose should be about solving a problem. Obviously, every purpose is to solve a problem. But which problems do you want to solve? And which problems do you want to let others solve? You find out what the problem is, and if you break that problem down, it will require so many skill sets to solve it. You need to invite all those people. Then you got a dharma. When you start together, dharma is never alone. Like Thames Nadi will tell you your dharma is alone. But dharma is with people. So everybody gets together and they do the right things so that they move as one. And then they can make bigger impact. It's obvious, right, Praveen? If I can lift a 100 kg stone, when you help me, we can lift 200 kgs.
Yeah.
Right? So that's all it is. It's may not be even like that, because if 3-4 people come, we can lift probably 1,000 kgs.
Yeah.
Because of the way the weight is distributed, so it grows exponentially with the addition of each team member.
Yeah.
Your abilities grow exponentially.
Yeah.
So that is why that is dharma. You choose a problem that's big enough to get other people involved. Don't try to solve a problem that is so small that you can do it alone. That will never lead to dharma. That will just lead to relief. Relief is not dharma. Dharma, we are really willing, we are in the mood to solve bigger and bigger problems, and we are hungry for it. And we know how to recruit so many people, get them mobilized and work with us, because we know how to make an invitation of profit and to do it in a way that's kind and that is enticing. No, this communication skill is what we need. That's it. If you got communication skill, then you can have dharma. So first is communication skill, then dharma. And I'm talking about even internal communication. You need to have clarity before you go and invite other people. Then dharma starts. The artha that comes from there will be gratitude money. That artha will help you to stabilize and get the support of people for you to practice karma. Earlier, when people got married, it wasn't them only 2 people getting married. It was one community welcoming one of another person of another community and becoming a larger community, which is what it was. It's not like that anymore, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we do call all our 1,000 relatives, but but
Yeah. They are all 1,000 individuals.
They will not help you. They're 1,000 individuals. They're not connected. They will not help you when you really need some help. So it's time to start learning to be master communicators. This is what we have to learn to be. And then that involves your body as well, because you have to look like you mean business. From your body, if you're sick and you look tired, then whatever promises you're making, people will not believe you that you have the energy to do it. You have to have an energetic body.
Yeah.
So you have to train. Okay? And that also has to be done together, not alone. Everything is to be done together. So in our Akhada, we don't take individual students. We take batches and we make them train together so that they understand that feeling of community. And many of them go on to create things with each other. And many of them go on to create more things with me. So it's a virtual, it's like a volcano of creativity in our Akhada. Because I'm building the atmosphere for it. With proper invitation and communication. And I'm teaching people, they're watching me and learning. So that's all we need. We need gurus. Somebody will sit and teach all these things.
Yeah.
That's really what it is.
I'll come to 2 points which you said, the purpose and also about the gurus. Maybe we'll do that in the next segment.
Sure.
But on the point of the gratitude money that you spoke, an example that you can say, like a organization which is doing good? Do you have?
Yeah, lots
Or-
of organizations. Like you look at the IT industry,
Hmm.
they will give you a 14-day trial where you can use it, and if you feel grateful for the product, then only you'll buy it. No,
Oh, okay. Okay.
you have to let people get grateful to you. So that means you have to give out something for free.
Hmm.
Right? I put out so many videos for free on
Hmm.
YouTube.
Hmm.
People start their sentence to me only, I'm so grateful for your videos.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So now, then they want to learn deeper. I say I have a course, and they don't even ask how much is the course. They want to just come, no matter what it is. What's the price?
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
that's gratitude money.
Okay. Got it. Yeah, I think many of the IT apps that are coming are realizing this,
You're realizing
that
it.
they have to give a freemium as well as a
Yes.
premium model.
Correct. People
So,
don't mind paying you when
yeah.
you've given them value and they're so grateful to you.
Hmm.
That's it.
Yeah.
They have to have that emotion of gratitude. Then
Right.
you tell them that if you want further help, this is how much it will cost. They'll gladly pay.
Hmm. Right.
Why we're not doing like this? Why we have to sell with sex, food, and fear?
Fear. Yeah.
Why we have to sell like that?
That's nice. Okay. So, we will sort of take a break here and then move on to the next segment.